Have you ever wondered why your mind suddenly becomes so loud at night? The room is silent. The lights are off. Everything around you is finally at peace. Yet inside your head, it feels like a conversation has just begun. Thoughts race from one idea to the next. You replay something you said years ago. You worry about tomorrow's problems. You imagine situations that may never happen. The harder you try to switch your mind off, the more awake it seems to become. If this sounds familiar, you're far from alone. Every night, millions of people lie awake, staring at the ceiling while their thoughts refuse to slow down. They wonder why they can't simply relax and fall asleep. They blame themselves for overthinking. But here's something many people don't realize. Overthinking at night doesn't mean you're weak, lazy, or broken. In many cases, it's simply the way your brain has learned to protect you. The first step toward finding peace is understanding why your mind behaves this way. Picture someone lying quietly in bed as the clock slowly passes midnight. Outside the window, the streets are calm. Most of the world has fallen asleep. But inside that person's mind, memories, worries, unfinished conversations, and tomorrow's responsibilities begin moving all at once. One thought leads to another, then another. Before long, an hour has passed, and sleep feels farther away than ever. Psychologists have found that the brain works differently once the day comes to an end. During the day, your attention is constantly pulled in different directions. You answer messages, solve problems, go to work, study, drive, cook, and talk to people. Your brain stays busy reacting to everything happening around you. But when night arrives, something changes. The distractions disappear. The noise fades away. Your mind finally has space to notice everything that was pushed aside during the day. It's almost like looking into a still lake. When the water becomes calm, you suddenly notice every reflection on its surface. In the same way, your quiet mind begins reflecting every worry, every mistake, every unanswered question, and every hidden emotion. Small concerns suddenly feel much bigger than they really are. A conversation that barely mattered this afternoon now seems impossible to forget. A small mistake starts feeling like a life-changing failure. Problems that belong to next week suddenly feel urgent tonight. Your brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to prepare you. People who overthink at night often share something important. They care deeply. They care about their future, their family, their relationships, their goals, and the people around them. Their minds constantly search for better answers because they want to avoid making mistakes. In a strange way, overthinking is often the brain's attempt to keep you safe. Thousands of years ago, this habit helped humans survive. Imagine one of our ancestors sitting beside a fire after sunset. The world outside was filled with danger. Wild animals could appear without warning. Every strange sound mattered. The people who stayed alert were more likely to survive until morning. Although the world has changed, your brain still carries pieces of that ancient survival system. Today, the dangers are different. Instead of worrying about wild animals, your mind worries about bills, work deadlines, relationships, social media, health, and the future. The survival system never disappeared. It simply found new things to focus on. That's one reason your thoughts often become busiest when your body is finally ready to rest. There's another reason this happens. Many emotions never get processed during the day. You might smile while hiding sadness. You might keep working even though you're exhausted. You may pretend everything is fine because there isn't time to deal with how you truly feel. But emotions don't disappear just because you ignore them. They wait quietly in the background. When night becomes silent, those emotions finally have a chance to speak. Imagine walking into a room filled with unopened boxes. All day long, you walk past them because you're too busy to stop. But when everything becomes quiet, you finally begin opening them one by one. One box holds old memories. Another holds fear about tomorrow. Another contains dreams you've forgotten. Some even contain questions you've never answered. Opening those boxes can feel uncomfortable, but it also reveals something important. Your mind isn't trying to punish you. It's asking you to pay attention. Many people respond by fighting their thoughts. They become frustrated. They tell themselves to stop thinking. They become angry because sleep won't come. But the harder you fight your thoughts, the stronger they often become. Imagine trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes constant effort. The moment you let go, it shoots right back to the surface. Your thoughts work in much the same way. Instead of fighting them, try something different. Imagine sitting beside a peaceful river. Every thought becomes a leaf floating gently across the water. You don't need to grab every leaf. You don't need to stop it. You simply watch it drift by until it disappears downstream. Something surprising happens when you stop wrestling with every thought. Your mind slowly begins to relax on its own. That's because you're no longer treating every passing thought like an emergency. One simple habit can also make an incredible difference. Before going to bed, spend just 5 minutes writing everything that's on your mind. Write your worries. Write tomorrow's tasks. Write unfinished ideas. Write questions you can't answer tonight. By putting them on paper, you're sending your brain a powerful message. I won't forget these. They can wait until tomorrow. For many people, that small habit feels like setting down a heavy backpack after carrying it all day. Your shoulders relax, your breathing slows, and for the first time all day, your mind begins to feel lighter. Now imagine ending every day with a small ritual that tells your brain it's finally safe to rest. Many people expect themselves to fall asleep the moment they climb into bed. But your mind doesn't work like a light switch. It works more like a sunset. The sky doesn't suddenly become dark. It changes slowly, minute by minute, until night quietly takes over. Your mind needs that same gentle transition. Start by dimming the lights around you. Put your phone away for a while. Let the constant stream of messages, videos, and notifications come to an end. Pick up a book, listen to calming music, or simply sit quietly for a few minutes. These simple actions may seem small, but they send a powerful signal to your brain. The busy part of the day is over. Now it's time to rest. Your breathing can also become one of your greatest tools. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Hold it gently for a moment, then breathe out even more slowly. As your breathing becomes calmer, your heartbeat begins to slow down. Your muscles start to relax. Little by little, your nervous system realizes that there is no danger in this moment. Many people spend years searching for complicated solutions, when sometimes the most powerful answer begins with one slow breath. There is another habit that can completely change the way you experience the night. Practice gratitude before you close your eyes. Your brain naturally looks for problems because that is part of how it protects you. But when you intentionally remember a few good moments from your day, you gently teach your mind to notice more than just danger. Maybe someone smiled at you. Maybe you finished a difficult task. Maybe you enjoyed a peaceful walk outside. Maybe you simply made it through another challenging day. These moments may seem small, but they remind your brain that life is not made only of problems. It's also filled with quiet victories. Another important truth is that not every thought deserves your attention. Imagine standing beside a busy highway. Thousands of cars pass by every hour. You don't chase every car because you know they aren't all meant for you. Your thoughts are very similar. Some are useful. Some are completely meaningless. Some are simply passing through. Learning the difference is one of the greatest skills you can develop. The goal is not to empty your mind. The goal is to stop believing every thought that appears inside it. Overthinking often tries to convince you that if you think long enough, you'll finally find the perfect answer. But life rarely works that way. Some questions can only be answered by experience. Some fears disappear only after you take action. Some problems solve themselves with time. And some thoughts simply don't deserve another minute of your energy. Remember this whenever your mind refuses to slow down. You don't have to solve tomorrow before sunrise. You don't have to replay yesterday one more time. You don't have to carry every burden all by yourself. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to leave some questions unanswered until morning. Imagine climbing a mountain during the night. Everything around you is dark. The path seems confusing. Every shadow looks bigger than it really is. But then the sun begins to rise. As the light spreads across the landscape, you suddenly realize the path was there all along. Nothing changed except the light. Life often feels the same way. Problems that seem impossible at midnight often become much smaller after a good night's sleep. A rested mind sees possibilities that an exhausted mind cannot. That is why protecting your peace is not a luxury. It is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Your mind works hard for you every single day. It helps you learn. It helps you dream. It helps you overcome challenges. But even the strongest mind needs moments of silence. Tonight, if your thoughts begin racing again, don't fight them. Take a slow breath. Notice them. Let them pass like clouds drifting across the night sky. Remind yourself that every thought is only a visitor. It doesn't have to stay forever. With patience, kindness, and a few simple daily habits, your nights can become quieter. Your sleep can become deeper. Your mornings can become brighter. And your life can become more peaceful, one evening at a time. Always remember this. Your thoughts are a part of you, but they are not who you are. You have the power to observe them without letting them control you. And sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is simply close your eyes. Trust tomorrow and allow yourself to rest. If this video helped you understand your mind a little better, subscribe to Phyllis Wisdom for more videos about psychology, personal growth, and simple habits that can help you live a calmer, wiser, and happier life. Until next time, take care of your mind, and it will take care of you.